I've been in this industry for now nearly 20 years. I know, looking at me, it's hard to believe, isn't it? But for nearly 10 years of that, I have been working for myself, setting up my own business. And obviously the hardest thing of setting up your own business and getting started is winning new clients. And I've been asked in the comments below quite a few times now, how do we get clients? So I thought it was about time I did a video about this. You might be quite surprised to hear that I actually do this in quite an old-fashioned way. I actually get out there in my car, put myself in front of the clients and hand them a physical flyer with details and examples of my work. And I know this might not sound great for everyone, as it is quite daunting putting yourself out there, talking to people face on, but honestly I find this works so well because they can't avoid you then. It's not like sending a blanket email out where they can just toss it aside, not even read it. If you actually physically put yourself in front of people, they kind of have to give you the time. They can tell you to get lost if they want, but more often than not, people are gonna listen to what you've got to say, and then they can choose to say, no, sorry, we don't want you, goodbye. Or if they like the look at you, actually carry on and have a bit of a chat with you. And like I say, this is the way I've won the majority of my clients. I've even had clients that I've gone into 1 year, gone back to a couple of years later, and then I've won them on that occasion. And so in this video, I'm going to talk you through the process of how I get to that point of going out, talking to the clients and trying to win their business. So I'm going to break this video down into kind of 5 steps that you're going to want to do. The first of which is to get content to put on your social media and eventually onto your flyers. And to do that, the only way you're going to be able to do it probably if you're starting out is by shooting your own house, your family's properties, your friends, your workmates. Just ask around and just try and get maybe 4 or 5 properties that you can shoot to build up that portfolio so you've got some content to put on Instagram and Facebook. So that's number 1, get the content shot. Number 2 is set up that social media presence. As I'm not saying you should ignore that, not saying that you only have to go out to clients, hand these out. Having a social media presence and website, which I'll come on to in a minute, is very important because that's going to be a reference point for these potential clients to look at. So get your content shot and then get Facebook and Instagram set up and then put this content on there. So it is a reference point that people can go to and you can put the details of that on your flyers and people can see your work. So after you've got the Facebook and Instagram set up, then you're going to want to set up a website. And for that, I've always used Squarespace. I'm actually one of the few YouTubers on here that isn't sponsored by Squarespace, but I actually do find them a great platform to use. It's very easy to set up and they also have a lot of nice looking templates that photographers can use. And it's fairly cheap, I think. It cost me about £20 a month to have my website set up on there with the domain. So get yourself on there, check it out, and it's fairly easy to set up. You could get this done in about an afternoon, I reckon, once you've got your content ready. So step number 3 is to start making these your flyers. And for this, I use Canva. And Canva is free if you've never used it. It's like a graphic design software. I think it offers a lot more now, but it offers a lot of templates such as like flyers and business cards. And like I say, it is free to use, but you are going to want to use the pro features, I think, to make one of these flyers because it's just going to offer you a lot more templates. And you can actually get away with using the pro feature for free for a short while because I think they offer a 7-day free trial on the pro features. So you could do that, get these made and then cancel your free trial, but by all means carry on paying if you want to afterwards, if you need a little bit longer or you want to make more. And I think it works out as about £10 or $10 a month to do that. And I will show you a bit closer up what's on these flyers in just a moment. But I actually used I just typed in real estate flyers or real estate marketing flyers and it just came up with loads of templates and then I adjusted it to my needs and put on my content. And so I will just talk through those now of what I've put on here. So I think the main thing that you want to get across on these is just keep it simple, but just like show some examples of your work and show the services that you offer. So here I've got my company name at the top and then a nice big bold picture of a nice looking shot that I've done. At the bottom here, I've just put on the services I offer. And then here, I find this really handy. I've just put a QR code that goes straight to my website. You can make these easily online, just search for like QR maker, and then you'll be able to get a QR to put on here. And the reason I do that is because it just takes away a bit of a pain point. I mean, people are pretty lazy. People don't want to type in a whole web address into their phone. So if you give them something like this, they can just point their camera on their phone on it, takes you straight to the website. So it's just a great way of getting more of your portfolio across to them. On the back here, I've got more examples like photos of places I've shot. And then at the top here, I've put 50% off first order. I just find that is quite good as an attention grabbing offer. And I only do it on the first order. But again, it's something they might just want to take a chance on and save a little bit of money first up. And then if they like you, then they come back for the full price. And then here, just got a bit of info about what we offer and a little bit of a headline. At the bottom, got my contact details and the website, and you can also put on your social media, Facebook and Instagram on there too. So I think the idea is just keep it pretty simple, pretty bold, just something they can quickly glance over, because this isn't something you want them to be reading for ages and ages. People just don't have the time or just get bored doing it. So keep it simple looking, bold, and just attention grabbing. Hopefully then they will give you a call back. On to step number 4 now, and that is like pinpoint the agents who you're going to go to. So you're going to have an idea of the areas you want to work in, and I just go online, basically find the town, or if it's your local town or town nearby, and then just Google estate agent in that particular town, village, city, and then it'll just give you a list, and you can just note down where they are, so you can be armed knowing where you're going to head to go into the offices and speak to these potential clients. In the UK, actually, it's often the case that these all congregate in a similar area in that town. So it's actually quite easy often that I can just find 6 or 7 agents all within about a 2-minute walk. So I just drive out to the area, park up my car, armed with a load of flyers I've got printed out. That's another thing, don't forget these printed out. I'm sure you can get it done locally or just at an online printing service. But then once you've got those areas mapped out, you can easily just get round and just put aside half a day, or usually a day, I find, because I often go to like several areas at once, and get round as many as you can, really, because it really is a numbers game. Like I often go to about 20, sometimes 30 in a day, and you're not going to get every one of them. And if you just get one call back, that is one more client than you had before you went out. So don't feel bad if you just get knocked back, if people say, no, we've got someone, or you don't get any callbacks. I guarantee if you do this enough, you will get someone give you a chance. And so the next point I'm going to go on to is about what you need to do when you get in front of the client. So step number 5, what are you going to say to the client? This is something you need to prepare before you go out. Like I say, speaking in front of people is quite daunting. It's not going to be for everyone. But what's going to make this easier if you script something out? I still do this now. Just have a couple of lines that you're going to say to them and practice it at home. Say it out loud. Say it in front of a mirror if you have to. But I mean, I just keep it pretty simple. I just say something like, hi, my name is Jonathan Shilton. I work in property marketing. I produce photography, floor plans, virtual tours and drone services for the real estate sector. So I just wondered what your position is at the moment with getting your marketing done. Do you have an in-house photographer? Do you outsource it? Because I really do feel that I could offer you a great service. And then at this point, they might tell you they already have someone they use, but by all means leave a flyer, or maybe they might be actively looking for someone, or they just like the look of you, think, wow, this guy's actually come in to my office, had the balls to come and speak to me, and actually give you a bit of time to talk to you. Like I've quite often stood there for like 5, 10, 15 minutes sometimes, gone through a bit more what I can offer and shown them my website while I'm there quite often. And like I say, it's just a great way that they can't ignore you. If you send those blanket emails out, they quickly toss them aside. And this is why I say practice at home, because you don't want to go in there going, go in there with a bit of an air of confidence, because that's just going to brush off well. And after all, you're going to be an extension of these agents' businesses. So they're not going to want to send someone in there that maybe doesn't seem very confident, maybe they don't like the look of. So try and come across like get your personality across to them. It's really going to help you win those potential clients. So let's just have a quick recap of what those 5 steps you're going to want to do are. Number 1, get your content shot. So shoot your own house, family's house, maybe even offer your services free, but just get your content done, 5 or 6 properties that you can get ready for social media and your website. Then step number 2 is get that social media presence. Get your Instagram done, get your Facebook done, and get your website made using Squarespace, but you don't have to use Squarespace, you can use any online platform. Step number 3 then is make your flyers. Like I say, I use Canva for this, but again, you don't have to use Canva, you can use anything you like to make them. Step number 4 is pinpoint where your clients are, where you're going to go, and who you're going to go and speak to, and sort of put aside what days you can get to those areas. And then step number 5 is write out a script of what you're going to say to these clients when you get in there, and make sure you're practicing it at home, make sure you're sounding confident so you can go in there and really get your personality across to these potential clients. As I say, I know this isn't going to be for everyone, but I have found that this is the best way that I've won clients. Like I say, doing the blanket emails can work, but it just doesn't get you across to them, because after all, part of what you're selling, as well as your talent for photography, is you. You're the brand, you're what you're selling. So if you can put yourself out there, people can get a good idea, well, a quick idea of who you are. That's going to go a long way. And 90% of my clients have come this way. The other way is just by word of mouth. So I really do recommend doing this. I know it takes a bit of balls to go and do, but if you can do it, give it a go. Well, I hope that helped, and I really hope that's going to help you guys win some new clients. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, but you like the sound of this, please subscribe, hit the like button, as I really do appreciate it. But thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all again soon.